What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video, and I'm not gonna lie, as you can see from the title, this video is a little hard to make. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely sucks making a video like this, but as I mentioned in my previous videos, the goal of this channel is 100% transparency, no BS here. So I want to be as honest and open with y'all as possible. And today, that means sharing with you guys a losing week, and I guess you could say me pretty much going on tilt, which absolutely sucks. But I want to tell you guys kind of my thought process about it now that I've had a couple days to cool off from it, and also some positives that I think came out of it. And so without going into that stuff, let me just tell you guys what happened. So I knew going into this week that it was going to be a rough trading week, right? Or when this video comes out last week, it's going to be a rough trading week because it's triple witching on Thursday, there's the bank holiday on Friday, or half day trading day, right? And then news on Wednesday. So there's like a lot of factors going into the market this week. I knew that there was a chance for a lot of chop. And so Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I stayed super disciplined. I did not even trade. I didn't take a single trade Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And for some reason, man, I didn't have work I left work early pretty much on Thursday. So I was able to trade New York session. So I got home, I was able to trade New York session. I'm like, okay, I'm going to lock in and let's see if any trades play out, right? And I was like, if nothing happens, nothing happens. I ended up taking 3 trades, which if you guys don't know, I have a 2-loss rule. If I lose 2 trades in a day, then I'm done. Or 2 trades in a session, then I'm not trading anymore. I'm done for that session, right? It'll usually help me from not going on tilt and losing all of my account, whatever it may be, right? And so I ended up breaking that rule, which absolutely sucks to admit because it's been a very, very long time since I've traded emotionally like that. Revenge traded, over traded, all of the above, right? Because really, if I'm being honest with myself, that's what I was doing. I took a trade and then it was a small loss and it was completely fine. And I took another trade, a full loss. And I'm like, you know what? I think the market's going to play out. I took another trade, a full loss. And then I think I even took one more trade. I think it was 4 trades that I took. And one of them was like a tiny loss and then basically 3 full losses, which absolutely stinks, man. But here's the positive things. Number 1, I did not lose my account. So, when I first started trading, if I went on tilt, like a lot of people, maybe some of you guys watching this video, if you go on tilt, your account's done. You're losing your account. You're blowing that eval, you're blowing that challenge, you're blowing your funded account, whatever it may be, your personal account is gone, right? When you first start out trading, those really bad days, it ends up wiping everything out, which luckily this week it did not wipe everything out. So even though I went on tilt, even though I broke rules, I still made progress in some way. Now, how did I make progress, right? So I was up on the account. If you didn't see the last video, go check that one out. I was up $1,150 or something like around that, right? I was up like over $1,100 on my funded account with TPT, Take Profit Trader. And that was my first week trading it 2 weeks ago. And then last week, when I went on tilt on Thursday, I ended up losing roughly $1,000 or so. So it sucks because pretty much all that profit's wiped out, but I'm still up a little bit on the account overall. So I didn't even, I still have like half of my drawdown limit. So I still have like pretty much 1,000 drawdown, which is okay. That is recoverable, right? Now that means I do need to trade very, very disciplined, and I'm going to size down this coming week, which I think that's the smartest thing you can do. It sucks when you lose money and you have to size down, but ultimately for your psychology wise, it is the best thing to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to size down this week and take A+ trades and slowly build it back up, right? If trades even present themselves. I'm going to be very disciplined. I have to, because I'm going to treat this account, like my freaking life depends on it. It doesn't, but that's how you have to treat it in order to not just blow it and lose it, because it's not something that I just don't care about. I do care about it. So I want to keep it. I want to make it to that payout. I know I can. I brought accounts back from way further down. But anyways, yeah, I still am in profit on the account. So at first, whenever I took all those trades and I lost almost all of my profit from, the previous trading days, I was pretty pissed off. I lost all that profit. I was like, man, I can't believe I did that. I went on tilt. I haven't done this in so long, right? I've been disciplined. I've been doing all the right things. And then all of a sudden, my emotions took control and I didn't lose the account. That would have been back in the day, but I lost it mentally and ended up over trading and revenge trading, which sucks. But like I said, it's still progress because I did not lose the account. I still have half my drawdown, which $1,000 drawdown. I mean, if I say I risk 200 per trade, I can take 5 trades in order to lose that account. So I would have to take 5 losses in a row, which really doesn't happen very much for me. So the likelihood of that happening is very low. If it does, it does, right? And I can work on another challenge or another eval and eventually build it back up, which I would do. But either way, this is definitely recoverable. So as after I cooled down from it, I even journaled. I wrote down all the emotions that I went through during that day, losing all those trades, and just basically my emotions taking over and me just trading without even really thinking that much, because I'm just like, okay, I think that the market's going to play out the way I thought it would. I took this loss. Let me go ahead and hop back in, right? It's that revenge trading, over trading mentality, and it just kind of took over. But I am very happy that I still kept the reins in and I didn't up my risk, which that is the key thing here. As I was taking more trades, I kept the same risk or even a little bit lower risk. And I was like, I'm going to let it try and play out one more time. I'm going to let it play out one more time, which I'm not saying that this is good, because it was not. That is why I got myself in the position I am, where I lost most of my profits from the previous week. But I still did not up my risk and then end up blowing my whole funded account. That would have been 100 times worse, right? And so that is something positive. If you guys have days like this, I think that is very important to think about, what is positive to come out of it. Also, make sure you're journaling. Not just journaling, okay, I lost this. I took these trades. Why did I take these trades? And I lost these trades. I shouldn't have taken this many trades. I broke my rule because I did. I should have, after 2 losses, I should have been done, and I still would have been up like $700 something on the account, but I ended up taking 2 more trades after that, which sucks. Yeah, you guys need to take accountability, and you need to, journal everything. Journal your emotions. How did you feel? Why do you think you kept trading? Why do you think you overtraded? Why do you think you revenge traded? That is going to help you in the future, and you can look back on that and, okay, I'm not going to get myself in this situation again, right? Which we've all said that to ourselves, but eventually, if you do it over and over and over again, you will get better. Like that is what last week proved to me. Even though I had a bad week and I kind of went on tilt, I only traded 1 day last week. I ended up going on tilt, which stinks, but it really pretty much happens to almost every trader, right? Especially as you're growing towards profitability and growing towards being a funded trader with getting payouts consistently. Eventually, you're going to lose some. It just happens. And it's still progress, because I didn't blow the whole account, so I'm okay with it. I've come to terms with it, and guess what? You just come to terms with it, and now I can move on. Now I can move forward. Now I have a plan. I know what I'm doing for the rest of next week. I know I'm going to size down, and I know I'm going to trade very disciplined. I'm going to not overtrade, and I am never breaking my 2 loss trade rule again. If I take 2 losses in a session, I'm done. Really, 2 losses in a day, and I'm done. Especially with TPT, you got to watch out for the intraday drawdown. So I lost that 1,000, right? But let's say on one of those trades, I was up 1,000 and then it went all the way down and hit my break even. So technically with the intraday drawdown, that would have been $1,000 drawdown. And then if I lost $1,000 after that from continuously trading, then I would have hit my drawdown limit for the day, even though I'm still up on the account. That is how intraday works. So you have to be really careful. And I knew that. And that's why I did not continue to size up. That's why I actually kept risk the same or even sized down on a couple trades. So some of those losses were less than my $300 that they normally are. $300 is around what I risk on a normal trade. But as soon as I can cut that risk down or even put my stop loss to break even, I am doing so. I am playing defensively. I am trying to preserve capital. That is how you last in this game. And that's what I think helped me, not blow the account last week. And, it stinks, but it is what it is, and we can only move forward from it. And this week, I might even start working on another evaluation and just trade this funded very slowly and very, very disciplined, low risk, and just slowly build that buffer back up until I hit that $2,100 buffer. Then after that, guess what? daily payouts. So that is the goal that I have in mind, man. I am going to do everything in my power to hit those, to be able to get to the point where I can get a payout and make that drawdown buffer to where I'm not really having to worry as much as well, and I'm able to risk. Imagine having like $4,000, $5,000 drawdown, like a buffer built. Then you can risk $500 per trade on a funded account and not really worry about it nearly as much, especially if you only take like one trade a day, one trade a session. You don't have to worry about the intraday drawdown because you're not over trading. You're not worried about really anything, because you're like, if you lose, you lose. You still have all that buffer, and if you win, you might catch a $1,500 trade. $1,500 in a day? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. And you can take daily payouts. So building that buffer back up, and to where I have my full drawdown back, and then slowly trading it to be able to get the payout. That's the goal. And then also maybe even starting another evaluation to where, let's say I take a loss or take even a win on my funded account and I want to be done for that session, then I can hop on the eval. If I see any more trades, I can scratch that itch. Instead of continuously trading my funded account, I can start working on another eval. So, and then working on growing the capital, growing your funded. So that is the goal, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, got something out of it, man. I just want to be transparent with you guys and share you guys what I'm learning throughout this process. So if you guys aren't subscribed, we really appreciate y'all subscribing. If you want to continue to follow me along this journey of having a funded account, I also make like some psychology videos. I'm also building a power washing business or pressure washing business on the side, so I'm kind of documenting that as well. So if you guys are interested in any of that, definitely subscribe, like this video, and comment any video ideas you guys might have for me down below. I'd really appreciate it, and I hope you guys are doing well and trade safe out there. See you on the next one. Peace.